Hello, KSP 235, Human Development. Thank you for those who bebopped into Zoom to see me today. I was happy to see you and happy to answer any questions that you might have. But I thought the people that came and asked questions asked some really great questions. So I thought I would start with a little, like a friendly reminder video or to kind of give some answers to everyone before you get deep into your work. And so this is just friendly reminders. So some of the questions that were posed in relation to assignment one in the paper, it says, what if the video I chose does not have fine motor and gross motor activities to observe? And what do I do with the checklist? So those are the two big questions that were asked today. So I'm just kind of going to go through and just point out some things that might have been missed. That's easy to do. And so this is a screenshot of a portion of the assignment guidelines. And if you remember, it says that you should observe for 15 to 20 minutes. And if you're using the YouTube videos, you might only have a video that one is 7 minutes. So obviously you're gonna have to find another one. In addition, you might need to have 2 or 3 videos so that you can meet all of the requirements. And so, because remember, you have to look for fine motor and gross motor skills, actually just motor skills. You get to decide if you want to talk about gross motor or if you want to talk about fine motor. And then there's also what you're good is social emotional play development. So you're looking for 2 different things that are going to be really, really important to talk about in your paper. One is movement development. So if you have a video where you don't see very much in gross motor skills or fine motor skills, I would suggest go through and find another video. 2, you need to also find one that talks about social emotional play development too. So you need to cover both of those things. That's why it says at least 15 to 20 minutes. And you need to use the checklist. So that somebody asked, what about those checklists? What do I do with them? So if you go into D2L, this is a screenshot of what you would find right in D2L. You will find the social emotional play development checklist. You will also find the movement and development checklist. You don't need to fill out the whole thing. You just need to fill out, check what you see that's relevant to the observation and the child or children that you're observing. So some of you might ask me, well, in the description, should then I describe 2 children if I watch 2 videos? Yes, please do. And another question was asked, should I give them a name or should I call them child 1 and child 2? That is your decision. You can decide whether you want to call them child 1, child 2, or whether you just want to give them a pseudonym, because if you're watching the videos, you don't have a name and you don't know that. But what you do is you need to make sure that you capture notes, also capture what you're seeing in the checklist, and you need to upload your paper and your checklist and your notes to D2L in the same spot. Your papers don't have to be attached, but they both have to be there. And so because also I just want to point out, let's take a look at the rubric. So if you look at the rubric, you're going to be graded, especially in this description area. This description area covers a couple of areas on your paper. It covers a description of the child or children, but it also covers, did you address motor movement and social emotional? So let's look closer at it. So if you're really looking to get that good or very good or excellent score on your rubric, you'll see that to get that score, you need to have that you've described the child's development skills in both movement and development and social emotional play. You get to choose within the checklist what it is, whether it's fine motor or whether it's gross motor, or you get to make that decision. But if you want to earn a score of good, very good, or excellent, you must talk about the child in both movement and development and social emotional play. So you need to use both sets of those checklists. However, you don't have to fill out the whole thing, because you'll see if you look at it, it says like from 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4. Don't worry about that. So then the last thing, it was a question as well, is please remember to turn in your video. Remember in Tuesday, we engaged in small groups to work on our chapter 5 and 6, digging in deeper for the Frere model and the Jamboard. But thank you for completing it. But you now need to make sure to please have your video created and uploaded by Tuesday, February 9th before class. There are already a couple of great examples there. The reason I put them in as a discussion is so you can go and check out to see what your peers are doing and make a plan from there. So I recommend, I've already gone in and looked at the few that are there, and they're excellent models. So go ahead, take a look at that so you have an idea. And let's just take a look where exactly that's going to be. So it's going to be in the discussion. It's in D2L under discussion, and you will place it right in there. Hopefully this helps with some clarification for everyone. If you have any more questions, please don't hesitate to ask. And we will see you on Tuesday. Okay, I'm gonna this.